Hello, Dr. Tawana Worlds, by birth also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grew up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vault and create wealth from within. Hello, hello, hello. What is going on? Let me know who is tapping in. Which one of my friends is tapping in? Hope all is well with everybody. I try to keep this an hour or less. What is going on, Instagram cousins? It is your girl, Dr. Tawana Worlds. Y'all already know what it is, who it is, and what we coming by here to do, okay? As you guys are coming in, I want to first and foremost say welcome. If you are a first timer, welcome, welcome, welcome. So glad to have you. And if you are returning, then welcome back, okay? Not going to hold y'all long. I'm not even going to go into cover all of the different things that are going on. We all aware of what's going on, okay? I've been one of the watchmen that's been on the wall for a very long time. So I don't got to waste your time or my time telling you what's going on, okay? I've been here lately for the past couple weeks, just keeping us up to date on what's going on and how things are going. And I want to mention this because I titled this video, what I titled it is because I have to move on, okay? I said this about maybe 2 weeks ago that I needed to move forward and do other things that is going to, not only help me, but help other people, especially for the times that we are coming in. And I had got, admonished to move forward then. It's like, you have to go. And a lot of people start pulling on my heartstrings, okay? Emailing me, texting me, getting in my messenger, picking up the phone, like, Dr. T, we need you and we appreciate y'all. And I love y'all. I didn't bring me no tissue to the table for this live, but I really do genuinely love y'all. When I see these people move a certain way, it just disturbs me. That's what I will say, especially when I know that my people ain't got to suffer or perish. We truly perish for a lack of knowledge. And knowledge does not mean what you know. Knowledge means your experience or your skill. And so, I started seeing the way that they move. And I'm like, I gotta help my people. I gotta help my people. And really, in reality, this task is really, it's too big for me. I'm grateful for the people that I was able to help. Hopefully I'll be able to help some of you all here on today, but I will definitely have to move forward. I got a swift rebuke. I'm stuck or choosing to remain stuck, trying to help people who either want to be stuck because they don't want to learn how to be unstuck, or, I don't know. I really don't know what it is. Nevertheless, and trying to even think of it, like, my brain is over exasperated with the whole entire situation. Doesn't mean I'm ever going to give up on my people, because I'm not. It just means that I need to move forward. And I got a swift rebuke today. Like, you're there because you keep on trying to live dead weight. And I'm reminded of a dream that my husband had. It makes me very emotional, y'all. Um, because sometimes I'm like, God, I don't even know why you gave me this assignment and why you gave me the heart. It's like a thorn in my flesh. And I don't ever want to do anything that will displease God and disobey Him. I know that there is a lot of work that we got to do. I know these people are coming for us. And like I said, it's bigger than me. It really is. And I'm reminded of a dream my husband had years ago. And we were living in California at this time. And y'all know California is surrounded by a lot of water. So I was out there. We have a street ministry. And I was out there. We were doing street ministry. And some of our streets kind of go like this, down in San Francisco especially, but you can find some of those streets in Venice and certain parts of Los Angeles where the street just kind of, it starts high and then it kind of just goes down like this. So we're standing like in the middle, not at the height of the street and not at the lowest point of the street, but in the middle of the street. And I'm out there talking to the people, trying to get them to move. They were sitting on bricks, on like a brick wall. And it was like they were cemented to the brick. No matter how much I said, look, that water coming. That water finna flood us out. We need to get up and we need to run. They were just stuck there on them bricks. And my husband kept trying to tell me, like, look, leave them there. If you don't leave them there, you're going to drown. Because I kept trying to get them to move. And the longer I kept trying to get them to move, the more the water came inward or inland. So it was getting really close to where we would not have made it out of there. And I'm studying, trying to talk to the people and get them off the wall. And then my husband literally had to snatch me by my arm and drag me away. And that dream bothered me because I was like, Father, don't ever let that be me. Don't ever let me put, myself in a situation where I'm not obeying you and not obeying you to the point to where I'm about to self-destruct myself trying to help other people, right? And I don't know. I just need some time to just rest in the Lord. I'm not even gonna cap, because I'm like, you allow me to see these things. You also allow me to talk to the people that I'm supposed to talk to. Yet and still, it's not a lot of them want to build, God, and I don't want to build with anybody else. I could build with anybody. Lots of people. I was talking to 2 women today. I could be on their team building with them. And yet and still, like, I keep going into the unforgotten places, the unforgotten people, the unseen people, the unheard people. Because I told God, when you help me, I'm going to make sure I help other people, because I done been there. You show me, I'm going to show other people, because I done been there. And what I'm supposed to be doing, how far we supposed to be. We're not there. And let me get some tissue, y'all. Nevertheless, y'all, there's so many things that are happening simultaneously, and I need to move forward. And I don't have to know you to say that I loved you and still love you. But I got rebuked today. You stuck there because you won't move. And I'm like, how did you give me this heart for people? Don't let my heart get me in trouble. You know, I want it for them. I know you are good. I know that you don't will that none of us perish. I know you don't want with a lot of things that are happening and coming upon people. I know you don't want that, God. I know you don't want that. But I can't want it more than you. Okay? So with that being said, I'll come by here and offer y'all, encouragement, stuff like that. Praying with y'all. I'm not going to never stop doing that. But as far as it is time to move, and I must move with those who really want to build. And I don't want nobody to think or inbox me or message me like, don't give up on us. I will never give up on y'all, but we can't all perish. We cannot all perish. And I'm really frustrated seeing the enemy and those that serve him capable of doing whatever it is that they want and they need to do to ensure a level of safety. We can't save our own lives because we didn't give us life. We didn't give ourselves life. So we can't save our own lives, but we can preserve it. We can do our part. We can come together like we should be coming together and build so that the enemy won't get our children and won't get us and won't get our elders that we still have here with us. That's for sure. So I'm not going to bother y'all with none of this anymore. The opportunities that I have moving forward, I'll go over a lot of them towards the end, okay? The things that are going away, going bye-bye. Just some things that'll help you get some rapid cash injection into your bank account. I'm going to go over those first. And then I'll get into what it is that we're doing forward, moving forward. There is plans and blueprints that we are given to do strategically. One thing I will say about Donald Trump, and this is not in any way, shape, form, or fashion to, use this as a political moment. He is a political figure, but at the same time, he's a human being. Before he was a political figure, he was a businessman. And so we can learn from people, even dummies. They used to have that slogan everywhere. You can learn a lot from a dummy. That seatbelt commercial. You can learn a lot from people that you don't agree with, you do agree with. That's the beauty of God, is that He made us all individual. We don't act the same, think the same, eat the same, look the same, sleep the same. We just don't. So there's things that we can learn from him. And things that I learned from him is the man got a mastermind. He's very strategic. Might not be fit to, be a political candidate running the country. Well, the world thought so for 2 terms, but he's one bona fide businessman. Anything he posts or do breaks the algorithm. Anything that he say breaks the algorithm. He don't ever have to spend no money on ads trying to find people to buy his services, follow him, none of that. Because he's a marketing genius. A lot of people think, stuff that he say really be, intentional. It doesn't. It's the psychology of behind marketing. And people know that controversy sells. Straight up. We could be sitting here right now talking about ways to get, out of wealth, and ways to get out of poverty, and ways to get this and that. Okay. But, and the audience be small, but the first moment we put, something catchy in the headlines, something controversial in the headlines, anything political is controversial. Anything gossip or celebrity is controversial. So he is a marketing genius. Also, he's a man that knows strategy, that knows how to play chess and not checkers. He can make moves that'll get people to just tap all the way completely out, say game over. That's what I evaluate from him. And that is what I admire about him as a human being, not as a political figure. Because I don't play politics, and I don't like them either. I think they all work together. They all, eat from the same table. But there are things that I can pull out from the bad that I can benefit. So nothing is never a loss in my life. And that's how I apply that principle to anything in my life. I hear a lot of people say, you know what? I'm just so, skeptical about listening to such and such, or doing anything, or getting started. Most of the people that follow me have been following me for years, and that is just disheartening. It's really disheartening, because that means we could all be where we should be. A lot of people have been following me for a very long time. The people that just come over here and just be like, you know what, I've been praying for this. When y'all kindly share, that's why I asked y'all to share. You don't know who God is going to connect to me, or me to them. You just don't know. But the people that do come around here that are brand new, they like, this is something that I've been praying for. This is something that I've been asking. I've been looking. So it's not me having to do a whole lot of, hey, this is what we need. No, I listened to you, what you said, and it bore witness with my spirit. But it's the people that has been lurking in the shadows, looking, watching on the sidelines, like, we're done. Okay. And it could be very much so a tactic of the enemy to keep me stuck. Because all I know is, for one, not just about my, that's pain all by itself. But I've never really sat down and told y'all anything about my story, bits and pieces. I grew up very poor, and a lot of times I don't come by here and have those conversations is because, um, you know, I'm in a different place now, and I've written that in 2 books, and so I'm moving forward. But many people don't know, like, my life has been a life of pain and suffering all my life, all of my life. And I think when I came out my mama's womb, it was things that most people have, I don't have. I never had. I never known what this was or that was. Even though both of my parents are living and I love them dearly, love them down, they didn't know how to be parents. And I suffered a lot. Okay. Homeless as a child, trying to defend and take care of myself, raped and molested over 50 times, locked up in and out of juvenile facilities, a ward of the state, in and out of group homes, suffered abuse from group home women and men, sexually and physically, joined gangs, sold drugs. I did a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff. And that's why my compassion is so great and so deep in a real way. That I have suffered enough, Lord. You did not put me on this earth to just suffer. So my suffering is going to be somebody else's breakthrough, somebody else's help, somebody else's something. If one person has had to suffer this much, then I don't think nobody else should. It's just me. If you're going to lay the weight on anybody, cool. I signed up for it when I said yes to your will and yes to your way. But if they got to suffer, it won't be this intense. And in areas where I have suffered really, really painfully, being in the system, I don't just have a hatred for the system for no reason. I was in the system. I was abused in the system, y'all. I've worked behind the scenes with systems that I know that are just out to get people. It's like I get money off these people. We can care less. I done seen some sugar honey iced tea for real, for real. And I done been around some sugar honey iced tea. And the whole time I clung to God and said, please don't let me be like them. I will not pass judgment on them. But I don't want to be like them. I ran from God because I did not want to have anything to do with anything that would literally cause me to disappoint God or fail him or fail his people. And don't think for a second that the enemy don't be working on me. That's his job. His job is to tempt us, to lead us astray. Every day, it's a warfare. It's a no, not today. Satan, the Lord rebukes you. That's every day. I want to do things the right way. And in my reasonable service to God, not because I owe any man anything. I don't owe any man anything. I love God so much because he's been my mother. He's been my father. He's been my protector. All my life, I've never had that in the natural. So I don't know nothing else but God. And I just want to please him and serve him and help his people and love on his people like he has loved on me. Right? That's it. And I know my suffering is not in vain. If I don't know nothing else, my suffering is not in vain, not just with my children. Overall. But when it came to my children, those were lines that were crossed that could never be crossed again. I don't get justice for my babies, y'all. If you get to look at yours, pick up the phone and call yours, you can never even fathom. You can never even imagine what it would feel like to not be able to see them, to not be able to pick up the phone, to not be able to email them, to not be able to message them, to not be able to see them grow, to not be able to see them have a family. You do not even, you cannot even fathom. And I don't even want you to try. It's that unbearable. And I don't want anybody. And one of my sisters, what's up, sis? This young lady know me in real life. And she know my kids meant everything to me. Everything to me. So this is my justice. For me to show up so your kids ain't got to be a part of the system. So your kids don't fall victim to the system. So you don't be a mama out here bleeding in the heart. So you don't be a father out here with a broken heart. So we stop this. Okay, this is my justice. But I'm not going to play with nobody. This young lady know in real life herself where God has brought me from. When I met her, I was selling much dope. And I don't care about saying that over the airways because they didn't catch me. I don't sell dope now, but they didn't catch me then. It's already past the statute of limitation. I haven't sold any crack, okay, in over 21 years. And if they didn't catch me then, that's just their fault, not mine. But she knows the type of lifestyle that I lived. In gangs, in the hood, selling, trapping, ruthless, violent, evil-minded individual. But I love my kids and I took care of my kids. Nobody, I was not one of them mamas who had my kids here over there. No, my kids had a roof over their house, over their head. They had food to eat. I had to provide that for my children at a very young age. So when I stand here, I stand in the gap for your children. Every eye that I can open, every chain that I can break to get y'all to realize that after enduring such pain, that the system was never, ever intended for us. And we suffer because we choose to suffer. We don't want to return to the things of God. God is real good. And in his kingdom, there ain't no suffering and there ain't no lack. And there ain't no inflation and there ain't no wars. That's not what God wants for us. We choose to have that because we fail to obey him when he tells us to do something. We fail to believe and trust in him. We fail because of past experiences. But I keep this outlook in life because a lot of people are reserved. They're like, oh, I got scammed. Baby, I learned something from everything. You hear me? You didn't scam me. That was a lesson that I learned. I learned what type you are, what type of spirit you operated in, how you actually was able to scam me. Okay? What in me that I didn't know or that I lacked the knowledge of that allowed you to scam me? It's always a learning lesson. And then another thing at the end of the day, because most of us don't know this, is when we invest into our education, that's a tax write-off. You can have a big fat income tax just on investing in your education. We don't know when we buy an online product, when we buy a digital product, when we pay for a mentorship, when we attend a workshop or a boot camp, those are all tax write-offs. That's more money back in your pocket. We don't know that. So it ain't never a loss for me. That's the perspective that I look at. It's never a loss for me. It's a lesson. I learned something. And I'm not afraid to fail. I'm not afraid to make mistakes. Okay? What I am afraid to do is to get stuck. Getting stuck does not feel good, especially when you know you're supposed to be further. So with that being said, I love all of y'all. It ain't gonna be no matter of how many emails, text messages y'all send me. I have to move forward in love. You either want to build with me or you don't. Okay. You either believe that God sent me into your life to cross across your path to show you something. God didn't live through me, literally. He didn't show y'all receipts. He didn't show y'all receipts. I want to see if I can go in here and pull up this email. Um, Let me see where my email is. See if I can pull up this email. Like, y'all not talking to somebody who, had it all together, born in a silver spoon in my mouth, no, you're not talking to that type of person. It's better. Los Angeles, was it Hackle Housing Authority of Los Angeles County. Mm-hmm. Yeah, love is better, it's better. Hold on, y'all. You can do more in the morning. Los Angeles Housing. I'm finna pull this up. Hold on. Just let me find it real quick. It's better, it's better. You can do more in the morning. It's better, it's better. You can do more in the morning. Hold on, y'all. I'm still looking. Hold on. Because I want y'all to see. You can do more in the morning. Um, it's better, it's better. I'm gonna have to go pull that up at a later time because I'm trying to think of the keywords to find the email, but I know it was way back in like 2020. But I wanted y'all to see, like, literally where this lady came from, and God didn't live through me and showed y'all the possible. Real talk. Is this where it's at? 2020. Let's see. I want to say it's LACDA. Okay, I think that might be it. Let me see. Yeah, I can't find it right here, but I forgot what this man's name was to go find him by his name. Nevertheless, I was trying to find him by his name, Section 8. I wanted to show y'all where I called in or I emailed in. I called first, but then they made me put it in writing that I was turning over their Section 8 voucher. And I did it by email, but I will get that, for another time just to show in a testimony or something like that. I remember sharing it on TikTok and they banned it for whatever reason. They didn't want people to know. In my pocketbook, I still got a food stamp card and I only save it for memorabilia. Like, this is where God has brought me from. And right now, it ain't ever been this easy to literally get you what you need without even having to leave your house, without even having to go trade your time for money. It's so many ways out here to actually get yourself in a better position. And the only problem that we all have, okay? The only problem that we have is a money problem. If we have more money, then we'd have more peace. Our health would be better. Our families would be better. We wouldn't have to leave our families. We wouldn't have to stress about how we're going to eat, how we're going to get things done. We wouldn't have to worry about that at all. You'd live longer. You'd be able to eat the right foods. Okay. Hey, babe, give me some chocolate. A Reese cup. There'd be a lot of things that you would be able to do. And God showed me that. God showed me that. What I used to think was impossible became possible. And that's all I want to show people, okay? A long time. I don't know why I can't find this at all. I'm stubborn. So I'll be like, I'm gonna find it anyway because I am so stubborn. But I'll have it for you guys the next time. I think it was like a re-exam or something where I'm like, yeah, we're done. Okay, so we all the way in 2008, 2009. Let's see, I might be able to find it. No. All right, yeah, I'm not gonna keep on looking. Let me get out of here because I'll just keep on searching. Nevertheless, hey Lori, hi, how are you? Hey, how you doing? To I am cosmic. I think that's what it says. Hello and hello to you all. But I wanted to show you guys literally where, you know, where I come from and why I show up the way that I do. But after this, y'all, I don't know what to tell y'all. The things that are happening, things that are transpiring, we don't have time to be stagnant. We do not have time to be stagnant. And however we want to look at it, we have time. We're operating from a window of time. Most people hate that man, Donald Trump, literally. I've never seen the vitriol for a human being the way that I see for him. But I thank God that he's using that man to buy us some time. I thank God that he is, using that man to play moves strategically to buy us some time, okay? But we still not out of the danger zone. There ain't nothing that Donald Trump and nobody else can do to fight against God. And a lot of these things have to happen because America is under God's judgment. He's just giving us the time to not fall under the wrath of an angry God. It said, who could withstand the wrath of an angry living God. None of us. None of us. So he is giving us a window of opportunity, and we can't be playing games with it. With that being said, all of these are gone when I end this, because I told y'all I didn't want to be here long. So I'm going to take the rest of my little time that I have here. Just want y'all to know that I love y'all. Always have. I showed up because it was love. It was never, ever about anything other than love. And these are not mentorships. So let me just be real clear. Anything that I'm about to offer y'all is things that I have already done. That's why I'm offering them at such a low discounted price, because I already did it. And when I did do it, I charged accordingly. Okay. But there's a lot of different things that you guys can take advantage of. If you're looking to build long-term wealth, if you're looking to, I'll give you a perfect example. It's going to be back to school. In every city, every state, every county, it doesn't matter, every municipality, there is government funding available to you. You just don't know about it. Like, there is a website you can go to right now in your state. Look it up on Google, but it's only for small business owners. They will literally give you like an EDD check every week as a allotment for you starting a business, y'all. When you start businesses, whether those be paper businesses or actual physical digital businesses, and I'll explain. Paper business, you legit LLC, EIN, business bank account, got a Duns and Bradstreet number, okay? Got some business credit on your EIN. You are a paper business. Nevertheless, you a business, okay? Most people start those type of businesses and then hold them for like 5-10 years and turn around and sell them. Those are called aged shelf corps, because when you sell them and they've got 5 years in the game, 10 years in the game, then people's finna go get a lot of money in funding. I'm not supposed to say this openly, but I am going to say this. Most people don't know. I'll be trying to get y'all in that inner circle and the mentorship. So when I announce them, pay attention, okay? There are things that I cannot say here. I love you, but I don't love you more than I love myself, for one. And I got to use wisdom in all things. I don't own these platforms. You don't own them either. Okay. What I say already makes me a target, but I'm willing to stand 10 toes down on that. I'm not willing to put out everything that I know, so they know what I know. I'm not willing to do that. I'll do that in a more intimate setting. I don't mind pouring. I don't mind giving everything that I know, but you're going to definitely have to um, be willing to invest in yourself to come and learn the secrets. That's why they call secrets. They are not to be told, especially openly. They wasn't just told to me. If that was the case, we all know the secrets and they wouldn't be secrets. And we all be using the secrets, right? They're called wealth secrets for a reason. You're not supposed to even sell the secrets. You're not supposed to expose the secrets. That's why you have fraternities. People actually don't make it trying to expose secrets. You have fraternities. You have, I think they call fraternities. I'm not too for sure. Not in that world. They have lounges, lodges, Masonic lodges. Those are all secret societies. Okay. You got to be secretive about what goes on in there. And then you see everybody that's in that secret society actually benefits from the knowledge, the secrets on the inside. But I will say this right here, right now. This is 100% legit. It's 100% legal. And this is how other people have gotten ahead, okay? They will go start 4 LLCs, and then they will go and uh, get them 4 EINs. they will add trade lines to all 4 of these EINs. And trade lines is just like lines of credit. On a personal side, we would go get credit cards. Those are called trade lines. On the business side, we would go get lines of credit. Those are called trade lines. Okay. So for those just starting out, they got trade lines for you. When you first just starting out as a business, a new LLC, and that's what makes you a business. An LLC and an EIN makes you a business. Okay. So when you go and add trade lines, you bring your business to life as an entity. Now, because you're a business and because you are serving other people, they offer you bigger, better opportunities. If I went in there with my personal self and said, hey, I would like to open up a business, credit card or line of credit or some type of loan. Okay, cool. We'll start you off with 10,000, see how you do 15,000. But if I went in as a business, and this is what type of business I am, I can ask for 50,000. So the trade lines on the business side be very, very plentiful. Okay. Home Depot will give you a line of credit for 25,000, 30,000. Well, what can I do with Home Depot stuff? A lot. You can go build you a home. There's a lot of things you can do. You can go buy you a generator. And I do want to interject and say this right now. Why did I say a generator? Why do when I come by here, I'll be like, you need to go get stuff to prep? Because most people think that this war is physical and nuclear weapons and all of this stuff. Yeah, they mention it. But most people fail to realize that China has something called a hypersonic hemp. That's a nuclear weapon, but it's not releasing any, it doesn't come over and bomb and not like that. It knocks out the whole grid. So now you don't have no running clean water. Can't access your cell phones. Can't watch no television. Can't access or withdraw no money. Can't get online and say, hey, what's going on? They have that. And they're itching to use it. The next time I come by here, I'll bring y'all up to speed on that. Y'all don't forget. Don't let me forget, and don't forget to remind me. Hey, what did you say about that China nuclear weapon? Their nuclear weapon is different from what we think a nuclear weapon is. No, they don't want to just blow a hole or a crater into the earth over here. No, they already know that if they attack us, and Iran as well, Donald Trump and them know something is going on because they have been having ICE raid the crap out of them Iranians here in the United States. A lot of them were snipers in the military. They just arrested about 15, 20 of them yesterday. Okay. They came over here on an assignment. They worked for the army over there. Nevertheless, they have military weaponry inside of our country and abroad that could cripple our grid, cripple our power, cripple our ability. You know how many things just ran off of power? So a lot of things, our heating system, air conditioners, wouldn't be no fuel. All of this stuff that they done made digital, it would literally wipe this country out in seconds, not even days or minutes, in seconds, right? So we need to be thinking along those lines, not because Dr. Tawana is some conspiracy theorist. You can actually go look this up. I challenge you to go look it up while I'm telling you about it. Go type in China's hypersonic hemp weapon and tell me, come back and report to the chat what you found out. Tell me the latest article that you see about it, how it's flying over our country, how it flew over our country. So what could you do with Home Depot giving you 25,000? You can go get you a generator. Okay. Maybe a couple of them. You can go get you some stuff that you need to prep. just to have on the side. And then you go to Floor and Decor and they give you 50,000. And then you go to Sunbelt and they give you 30,000. And then you go to this other place and they give you 50,000. So once you got some business trade lines, you can go into any bank. You can go into any dealership. You can go say, hey, I need 5 Sprinter vans. And it don't even take that long. It literally takes you 30 to 45 days. That's it. To have a beautiful business credit report. Beautiful. But you need somebody to teach you. None of the greats got there by themselves. Remember that. If we stuck, we stuck because we won't get the help that we need. We don't see the value in investing in ourselves. We think that everything, we are addicted to our labor because we think that everything that we have to accomplish has to come through exchanging some type of time or some type of muscle or your mind for some money. That's not the way we work. And it has been really tumultuous trying to get people to change their mindset. The money ain't the problem. It's the mindset, for real, for real. It's the mindset to believe that you can. It's the mindset to get past the wrong. It's the mind to believe again. No, if somebody scams you, what you gonna do? Get stuck there? You didn't stop dating after you dated the wrong person. You didn't dated the wrong people. I mean, more than once, I'm sure you didn't dated the wrong people, but that don't stop you from dating. Okay, you didn't went to the wrong restaurants and eating bad food, but that don't stop you from eating. I mean, we don't use wisdom. We let a situation happen, just like, oh, it paralyzes us. And when it paralyzes us, it keeps us stuck. And that's why we can't have different, because we're not doing anything different. We're doing the same exact things, expecting a different result, which is the absolute definition of insanity. That really is what insanity is. If what you're working is not working, then it's time to do something different. Okay? I didn't said enough. So I love y'all. And here it is what I got. Government contracts. They're paying a lot of money. Why are they paying a lot of money? Because right now they're getting ready to have, well, they already have emergencies. Outside of the emergencies, okay, you guys, you can make a lot of money in government contracts. This is for those who, want to go out and help their communities. This is a way, and I'll just give y'all this example. That's what I was supposed to be doing before I went all the way around the mulberry bush. But say, for instance, I wanted to reach out to some children that I knew when it comes, time to go back to school, they wasn't going to have shoes and they wasn't going to have backpacks and clothes and different things of that sort. So I can take a contract that does that very exact thing, right? But I get paid for doing it. Meaning they'd have a contract for $250,000 to put together a back to school drive. I take the contract for $250,000, right? Go buy the things that they asked me to buy. Maybe that's 100 backpacks, 200 backpacks. Maybe that's 200 pairs of shoes from Foot Locker. Maybe that's, 1,000 big pencils or something like that. Number 2 pencils. Maybe that's 1,000, manila folders or some type of journals. Nevertheless, all of that comes up to like $125,000. Now I've just got $125,000. The contract is worth $250,000. I paid the $125,000 for the supplies, for the event, for volunteers, or get people, to come help assist me in this if I want to do it, or I can just hire an event planner, let them do the whole 9 yards. The total came up to $125,000. The contract was $250,000. I outsourced the work. I made sure it got completed because y'all report to me because I hold the contract. But I did no work except phone calls and maybe some emails. That's it. And I made $125,000 for overseeing that contract and making sure it got completed. Okay, you can do that all day long. The universities, all these schools that are right there in the ISDUs and the Department of Educations and all of those inside of your city and state have money. Cleaning is big. You don't got to clean out one building, but cleaning is lucrative. Do you know how many buildings the government need cleaned? Section 8, Housing Authority, Welfare Department, Mental Health Facility, Veterans Office, the courthouse, the jailhouse. I mean, the probation office. They got so many buildings that need to be cleaned that you can go ahead and say, hey, I'm going to contact and hit up Maria's cleaning, industrial cleaning company, have them do the contract. How much you going to charge me for 5 years to clean this building? Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for the next 5 years. Okay, well, that'll probably be like 200,000. Cool. Tell the government my price is going to be 300,000 because I'm gonna get me 100,000 for overseeing the contract. So I have the government contract 1.0 and 2.0 fully loaded. It don't matter what your credit score is. There is opportunities for funding. And the reason why I speak so much about funding is because if y'all just got funded, y'all will be all right. Y'all will be all right if you took a second, 30 days or less, 7 days, 10 days. They got all kind of sweeps. They got all kind of things that'll help you get your credit together rapidly. And then turn around and go get you some funding. Go get you some funding. You can take $100,000. Let me show y'all. Let me demonstrate. Do I have your permission to show you? And you got to tell me in the chat. I told y'all the other day about being rude, okay? I like a chat full of engagement. We are human beings. We are not robots. Too dang uncomfortable. We don't want to do no work. Too lazy. Too slothful. We don't even want to engage in the comment section. Do I have your permission to show you if what I would do with $100,000 loan? Okay. SBA will give you $1 million. SBA to help you start a thriving business. Why? Because it helps the government. Anything that helps the government, they pay big for. The biggest spenders and the biggest business partners, best business partners to have is the government because they buy everything. They buy consulting services. They buy AI managers. They buy chefs. They buy cooks. Everything except the banks. Now, if you a bank, they ain't gonna buy you because they the bank. Other than that, they buy taxes, credit repair. They buy everything, y'all. Transportation services, everything. If you make your own food, make your own cocoa butter, things that you probably wouldn't think that they buy. They buy CBD. People is locked up behind CBD. Okay, but they buy it. They buy housing. They buy, Airbnbs. They buy vehicles. They buy everything, y'all. Everything. Body cameras for the police officers. They buy everything. Wigs, shoes. Hey, you can go get you a $50,000 contract for going to the party store and picking up some party stuff for their parties. There's so many different things you can do. I just showed y'all the last live. One of my mentors, $23,000 for editing a 7 to 60 second video for the government doing some construction. They took all of the photos and all of that. Hey, made this into a little 60-second promo that we can place on, put some ads on. $23,000 for a one-time job. You can put that bad boy in AI, and AI have that thing together, all the way together with some subtitles and everything else in your video in 60 seconds or less. So I have government contracting 1.0. I guess y'all didn't want me to show y'all what I would do. If you got a hold of some funding, if you got a hold to 30,000, 40,000, how you can flip that, use their own money to pay them back. Now you're in profit mode. But I'll say that for the people who want that, maybe some other time I come by and tell them. I got government contracting 1.0 and 2.0, which deals with disaster relief. Okay, it's $97. Six-figure dispatching. You can literally have you a dispatching business by tomorrow. It ain't hard. Okay. You need a flyer. You need to know exactly where your people is at, what groups to go into. Okay. You need to make one little post. One little post. I'm dispatching. This is how much I charge, percentage. I pay weekly. I will dispatch, right? Go to a load board. Hey, I'm in Florida. Okay, what kind of truck you got? I got a Sprinter van. Okay, let me find a Sprinter van load going from Florida to maybe New York for 1800. Oh yeah, I'll take that. And then I know that you're going to arrive in New York maybe 3 days, so I'm going to look for a load maybe 4 days out to give you an extra day to get there in case something happened on the road, you get stuck in some traffic. But now I'm going to book you a trip from New York back to your destination for another $1,700, $1,800. It's $3,600 payout, okay? It's $3,600 payout. And out of that $3,600, then you get 10%. That's $360 for booking 2 loads for one person. It's a 6-figure dispatching. You can do this, put your sisters on, your aunties on. We got to definitely start getting our families involved in the way that these young people are out here reckless and living reckless and just so consumed with all this other foolishness. We would be definitely wanting to tell and teach and show our children how to continue, what we started, how to start something for themselves so that when it's time, then, we can go ahead and make sure you and yours is set up longevity wise. We need to put our young people, this is a lot of stuff that I'm going up, your kids can do, your nephews and stuff. You instead of having movie night and TikTok night, now y'all come over here and learn how to do, transportation. Y'all just sit at home. And then y'all got the power of influence right now on the younger generation. If I show you, you can go show all your friends. Start y'all a community business. That's how we're supposed to do it. Okay. But I have the 6-figure dispatching, shows you everything you need to know from start to finish. Okay. It's real simplistic, but this is like a 3 to 4 hour detailed step by step showing you how to go ahead and start you a 6-figure side hustle in the dispatching. There's a lot of trucks, baby. You ain't gonna never ever not have no work. There's a lot of diesels, so you can dispatch 4 diesels with CDLs, and there's a lot of non-CDL. So you can have, 4 or 5 clients per week doing you every bit of 5 figures every single month or every single week even. If you booked a $3,600 load, that's $360 on one person. Say you did that 5 times, that's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16, 17, like almost $1,800 from just booking 1 or 2 loads for somebody. Okay, so I have that for $97. The wealth bundle. I didn't talk about it so much. I'm done talking about it. I'm not discussing it no more. If you don't get it, that's your bad and not mine. Okay, this has everything in it that will up your finances. Real talk. That'll scale up your finances. This is stuff you can sit down while you working out, while you sitting at the house, and that you can actually listen to and you can actually implement and boom, see the results instantaneously. This one little business in a box, because that's exactly what it is. It's a business in a box. Okay. Actually, Said I could show you. I have my permission to show you. Okay, all right. If it's just one, I'm gonna turn the camera off, y'all, because the lights is hurting my eyes. Um, but y'all still be able to hear me, and then I'm gonna share my screen so y'all still be able to see something. And over here, Instagram, I'm just gonna move this to the side like that, so I don't gotta focus on looking at these screens because it's making me blink rapidly, and that's just a sign. I've been in training, literally looking at a screen for a very long time. One of my trainings today alone was 8 hours, early morning, and I have to turn around and do the same thing manana tomorrow. Okay, so I'm going to come off of camera, and I'm going to show you the wealth bundle first. I'm gonna get to what I would do with $100,000 because it starts inside of this wealth bundle. Believe it or not, it's not finished. No, where we at? Where the tab at? Okay, here we go. It's not finished. So you get this whole entire bundle. What you see is everything that you get, okay? Everything that you get inside of this wealth bundle. So, beloveds, for you to get something this golden for $97 is just, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you in real life, okay? So you get all the back scoop about, okay, what's inside of the wealth bundle, how to use the links, um, how to actually go get you some funding without even having, a LLC EIN, just have a business plan. Um, Also about grants, over 500 grants that you can, go ahead and get free money. Literally, if you spend 8 hours a month applying for grants, you have $400,000 to $500,000 in grants. Am I sharing this? No. Hold on, y'all. You'd have 4 to 500K in grants just using 8 hours of your time to apply for these grants. And because of AI, you can do it in record-breaking time, literally. Okay. So this is the wealth bundle. This is exactly what you be getting for $97. This is my last call on this, for real, for real. Y'all not going to ever get any of this stuff again. Like I said, God told me 2 weeks ago, I've seen the war and all of this stuff, and I'm still trying to save people who don't want to be saved. Okay, and I cannot get caught up. But it gives you details, okay, what's all inside of it, where do I start, what's the process for getting grants right here. It also got templates in there, the exact templates that will help you win the grants, okay? Everything is pretty much done for you. Business credit, how to use it, how to set it up, scratch from guide, walks you through the structure, all of that, okay? Process for passive income streams. You can select any passive income you are interested in or would like to learn. It comes with visual, and it also comes with where you can read as well, okay? It comes with PDFs and different things of that sort. This website alone, just for people trying to look for money, this website right here by itself, I could sell this lender's website because people is not privy to the CDFI lenders. They don't know jack crap about it and how much money these people have available for you right now. Just this list by itself. And then you got the grants, okay? Click on this bad boy. You got the grants. Here's the templates in there. It's already done for you, literally. Hold on 1 second. Let me open up this page, okay? So I can show y'all real quick. All right, hold on. Let me stop the screen and then pull up this. So you already have the template, okay? And close this out. Template is free. It is top rated. This is the template that most are using, okay, to get approved. Your name, you just come put your information in here, okay? You got your cover letter, sender, all you put your information in here. Dear Mrs., Mr., whoever, okay? This is your name, go here. I mean, it can't even get easier than this. With your funding, we will be able to, you go ahead and put what you'll be able to do with the monies that they're going to give you, okay? Here's the executive summary. All this is already done for you. Here's a template. You just put your information in here, literally, okay? Spend 8 hours a month just going after grants. You'd have $400,000 to $500,000 every month in grant money, okay? Stop the share on there. Now, let me show you while we're here. I have that. Let me go back to the wealth bundle, and then I'm going to show you, brother. Stretch out your hands. All right. So you have the list of 500 grants plus the template already done for you. You don't even got to figure out what I got to say, how to build business credit from scratch, okay? Let me close out this stuff too, because this is just extra. All right, cool. How to purchase age LLCs. Certain trade lines, how to buy, age LLCs to go and get real big funding. Okay. Here's the business credit card approval guide, what they're going to be looking for. So you know for sure that, okay, I meet this criteria. I'm going to go ahead and apply for this one for this amount for 30, 50,000. It has all the amounts on it. Tells you what you need to do to get yourself together so you can go get that money. And then here's your personal. I don't think nobody should be in charge of your life or your anything that pertains to your life, not unless you're just too busy to do it. But if you got time to do it, then babes, you ought to learn how to do it. Learn how to send off your own letters. Learn how to get your investigation back. Learn how to read your credit report, okay? Learn how to see this stuff fall off. Learn consumer law, why it's illegal. Okay? Here's all the passive income streams. People's biggest issue is, if I buy this stuff, how am I going to sell it? Right here. Here is $100,000 marketing strategy class. When I tell you, I only listened to one and was able to do $20,000 real talk. I only listened to one training and was able to do, $20,000 in real life. Okay? Virtual call centers, y'all. They doing all of this data, all of these data centers. All of this stuff going to be for AI. You might as well get ahead of the curve. If you can have you a virtual call center that you contract with the government to answer their phone calls, okay, and you go and hire the people that is only going to charge you $2, $3, $4 at the most per hour, because that is what they agree to. Child, listen. Y'all don't want no real money. I think y'all want them slave wages, because y'all couldn't possibly want no freedom. You couldn't possibly want no financial freedom. How to do at least $10,000 in 30 days, digital product masterclass. Most of y'all got digital products. Now learn how to run it up. $10,000 is easy to make, especially in this day and age. How to get started in Turo, Airbnb, how to go get corporate contracts for vehicles, luxury vehicles. So not only do you get to lease these vehicles to the government, you get to also drive them. You can say, hey, yeah, I got to use this for content. I got to use this for, to go film something or something, you can drive the vehicles. The middleman money class, how to actually allow somebody else, is called the middleman method, to do all the work. I just gave y'all an example. You got Airbnb corporate contracts. This is where the government will pay you big to put up a traveling nurse or a doctor or something that they really need. They pay you for housing, for you to go look for hotel rooms, for the military to have their events and to have their meetings and gatherings and different things of that sort. So it's fully loaded, okay? It's $97. Now, the reason why I brought up this wealth bundle is because that first link, they will give you monies without any tax documents, without any LLC, EIN. So let's just say they gave us $60,000 because what they want is a business plan. I can go get a business plan created for me for $10, $20, a 3 to 5 year business plan detailing exactly what I'm going to do with the money, right? So I use their money. They give me $60,000. They say, we gave you $60,000. Your monthly payment is going to be $600 a month. So 600 times 12, which is a year, is $7,200. They gave me $60,000. If I do that times 2, that's $14,400. Okay, remember that. They gave me $60,000. I set aside $14,440 because I'm gonna use their money to pay them back. Now I'm down to $45,560. Okay, cool. Let me show y'all now. Hold on, let me get it pulled up. There's a miracle in God's eyes. There's a miracle in God all. It won't. Hold on, y'all. Let me get to it. It won't. All right, hold on. All right, so I'm gonna go to this website. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Formed against me. Come right over here, okay? So ask me. Now I got $45,560 available. I can put in what kind of business I want. Okay. I'll just say restaurants and food. Enter a location. I'm going to say California. Price. I'm going to say $50K. Let's see what else they got. What other? Oops. Okay, I don't have to use any of that. All right. So it's showing me, because I put in here that I wanted the location was going to be Texas. I think I better change this. Okay. I got $45,560 left to work with. So I see that this storefront in San Diego has $73,000 in assets. It's a restaurant business. It's already put together, whatever the case may be. Okay. This is a food and catering business in Wichita, Kansas. I would just open it up to see like how much revenue is bringing in every single month. Okay. In Yonkers, New York, it's a pizzeria. I know it sells. So I would go find, me one of these shops that was in my price range. If that's something that you wanted to do. Okay. You can actually buy business, you can buy land, you can buy real estate, so many different things that you can do. I don't know why this jumped to that, but if I wanted to put any minimum, let's see what they give me now. Okay. See if they give me some a little bit. Where is this at? In Holesville, okay, Melbourne, Florida. All right. So I got like a Cuban sandwich shop. They're selling it for $29,000. Price reduced to sell. We must go. Bring your offers. Okay, so I got some for $29,000. If I minus $29,000 from this 45, I still got something to work with. Okay. This coffee shop in Volusia County in Florida, they want $34,000. So I still would have about $10,000 to work with. Pay off some bills, whatever the case may be. This is like a boba shop, 18,000. You still have more than enough. Let's see what else. Okay, so you can come here and buy you an establishment, literally. That's already generating money. That's already bringing in monthly money, so you get your money right back. This is what I would do with 60,000. Come and find me something. This is a bar restaurant with huge patio in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. 25,000. See what they talking about. It's pretty nice. It is. Okay. Looks to be deceiving though. Let's see what it's bringing in. Full kitchen and bar infrastructure, liquor license available, high revenue location. Okay, that's what I thought. Because bars is always going to be high level location, but it ain't showing me exactly. I would have to contact them. And you get on the phone and you contact them. Okay. Find out. They even have financing available. This is what I would do. I would use their money to make me money. So if I went and just paid for this with $25,000, I'm still working with $20,000, y'all. I can go find me something for cheaper than that, right? I can actually go find me. I got $25,000 left. $20,000 left. So I'll go find me something. Let me go up here and do this. Minimum 10,000. Maximum, I only got 20,000 to work with, 15, because I still want to have some left over. All right. So we got a frozen dessert vending machine out in California. We got a turnkey restaurant. And remember, I put in restaurant. They got a Texas style barbecue restaurant opportunity in Midnight, North Dakota, I guess. Here's a dormitory cafe in Atlanta, Georgia. Rare chance to assume the lease in a fully built out 1,700 square foot design for full service or quick service for 15,000. Listen. Yeah. So I would come find me something over here. Okay, it's a pretzel factory for 10,000. This is in Florida. Very good locations, that's for sure. But now I had 20,000 left after buying the first business. Now I have 10,000 because I didn't went and bought me two. Now I got me money coming in. Everything is turned over to me. Okay, if there's daily sales, nightly sales, weekly sales, monthly sales, all those sales belong to me. Okay, so the wealth bundle is $97. I gotta hurry up, y'all. I wasn't supposed to be demonstrating all of this, but that's what I would do. I use their money to make me money. And for 2 years, I would be able to stack and just rinse, wash, and repeat. So I tell y'all can learn something from everybody. Doesn't matter. In the world, out of the world, life is a learning experience. Young Jeezy said every birthday or every holiday, he buys himself a piece of property. This is something that you can do when I'm gone. I leave each one of my children one. And I didn't have to pay none of my own money to buy it, to start it. There was a woman named Dr. Tawana who showed me how to do it and use their money to make me money. And now my family is blessed. $97 for that wealth bundle. Craft the currency. If you want to know how to pay yourself $10,000 utilizing ebooks, different things of that sort, digital products, crafting. I showed you guys receipts, how people made millions of dollars for necklaces, for beach towels, for wallets, customized wallets, for cutting boards, how you can literally make you $10,000 a month, every single month, okay, on automation where you don't have to be involved at all. Once you set it, you forget it, okay? Show you to create your product. Also show you how to set up your product so you can sell it. What is a product without sales? So we set up your store, we set up your website so you can start getting sales. Then we scale. We start posting in other people's groups. We start having people share. We launch a whole entire launch. Okay? We launch a whole entire launch. And now you're rolling in the dough. That's Craft the Currency. It's a 4-day intensive. I originally charged $397 to attend this 4-day intensive because it is intense. 3 to 4 hours every single day. And I think one of them being like maybe 4.5 hours. Okay. $97. Stocks and crypto. If you want to learn how to ride the wave of this wealth transfer, all of the monies is being sifted and shifted. Ain't gonna be no dollar bills in a minute. It's gonna be crypto, Bitcoin, Dogecoin. It's gonna be them coins that they've been over here working it out with. So how to get in the game, how to get ahead of the game, stay in the game so you can play and win the game. Learn about it. Okay. If you want to learn how to if you want to know how to defeat your enemy, learn and study them. That's how you conquer them. Okay. Stock and crypto, $97, helps you set up your wallet, shows you how to use AI in your business. Okay. To pick the winning stocks. AI is helping people. It's a cheat code. Real talk. AI is a cheat code because it's helping people. Say, hey, pay attention to this one. This one right here has the potential today and I've had one of my clients utilize this and actually got a great payout, okay? Using AI with your stocks or crypto. That is $97. 7,500 done for you digital products. They already done for you, beloved. You ain't got to create nothing. You ain't got to go to no class. You ain't got to do any of that. You can literally sell what I sold you, or you can sell each individual piece out of there. There are 7,500 digital products that you can sell right now. You don't have to create them. You don't have to make them. You don't have to do any of that. They're already done for you. And not only that, it's the kind that people want to buy, they're looking for. They already tested, they already proven. You get access to all of that. You can set that up in one day and have you money on automation using somebody else's time and energy for creating this. That's $97 as well. You want to get your credit together and get all the negative items removed from your credit in a what we call a credit sweep. Have that for $97. If you got student loans and they getting ready to garnish your wages, stop your Social Security, all of that good stuff, there is a violation of the SERPA consumer law because our information was exposed and compromised to Elon Musk. So you can't have all of your student loans deleted. I've showed y'all receipts from people who had their student loans deleted, whether they own the debt or not. It cannot be reported on your credit report, and you can sue the trousers off of them for playing with your name, okay? It's not what you know, it's absolutely who you know. In some instances, it's not who you know, it's absolutely what you know. So they go hand in hand like Bonnie and Clyde. I have the 24-hour heart inquiry removal. If you say, hey, I just got heart inquiries that I need to have removed, promise you your score will go up 50 to 100 points just on the heart inquiries by itself. Have that for $97. Have the FERPA student loan debt elimination template. Okay, I'll let y'all get that on this slide for $47. Okay, scratch that. I'm gonna put it at $97 because it's going to remove your negative student loans that are holding you back from having more. Okay, I have the credit business in a box. This is fully loaded. I done already went over it. Showed you guys what's exactly inside of this business in a box. So I have those. Oh, I forgot these. Sorry. I got the land banking, where to go find you some land for $300. That's already valued at $8,000. So now you put yourself up in a situation to win. If you wanted to sell the land, if you wanted to build on it, that's another type of situation, okay? And you can build on it. That's what we're supposed to be doing. I'm not saying, oh, that's a bad thing, they're gonna harass you. No, I'm just saying that mission is a whole different mission. Everybody may don't have the mindset. They have the mind, but not the mindset to vision, that big. But I'm on board with you, beloved. I think I gave y'all everything off of the low ticket list. I was saying about the credit business in a box, the marketing mastery business in a box. If you buy any digital products, you're going to need to learn how to sell them. When I tell you this is game changer information, it really is game changer information. That's $97. The trade line vendor. If you would like to know or have access to a vendor that gives you trade lines for the low that you can upsell to your community, your clients, etc., for them to be added as an authorized user on their high limit credit card, okay? Shoots their score up 100 to 200 points. So we have that as well. Now I can get to the credit business in a box. Best time to get into credit industry is now. Okay, it's been already. Why? Everybody's going to need help at one point or time in their life, no matter if they're 18, 60, 55, don't matter if they're successful, does not matter. they gonna need good credit in their life. So one of the ways that you can boost your credit really fast instead of waiting 30 days is through a trade line, an authorized user trade line, to add their history to yours so that you can get approved. Okay. So I got all of that for $97. The credit business in a box, totally a game changer. Applied knowledge is very powerful. I watched this young lady who put this stuff together. Both of them standing up receiving millionaire rewards for what we would think is so minute. We just pass over that. Okay. Marketing mastery is on another level. I have the credit business in a box, the marketing mastery business in a box, and I have the PDF method, which is the low ticket millionaire. Okay. You can sell $5 products and still hit $1 million. You can sell 20 products at 500. Okay. Somebody somewhere is going to always outdo y'all. I thought I was going to talk about some of these mentorships. I better say them real quick. I wanted to kind of give y'all a little depth, concept, or context about what it is. However, I think I may make a second video. I think I may end this one here and do another video, pre-recorded video, so I could just solely focus on the mentorships. I think those are very, very important. I do have one more spot. If you are looking to get funded, beloveds, if you are looking to get funded, if you heard the play that I said earlier, you heard that and say, yeah, I definitely want to hook up. I want to learn. I want to do whatever it is so that I can find out, how to put my family in a better position financially. So I more than likely will come back and address those. I love you guys. Here's the opportunities that I have available. If you want any of them, snatch them up. Okay. When I take the video down, it's absolutely over. And the reason why I'm saying snatch these little $97 ones up, and even if you got one, it's cool to have more. Okay. The more, the merrier. But the reason why I'm saying snatch them up is because they will not ever be offered at no $97. I will not come in trouble y'all and say, hey, look, all of this money over here. No, I'm not going to do that at all. I'm not going to do that at all. So if you want to work with me, here's your opportunity. Any questions for me, y'all? Instagram family, I love y'all. I'm done. I told y'all I wasn't going to hold y'all a long time. And I'm an hour and 44 minutes in. I don't even know how that's not long. But if you're interested, hit the DM, okay? Check and see if the spots is available first, because they may not be. And then you get your money returned to you. Not you in particular. They feeling salty and mumbling stuff. But send me a message to my DM and I will definitely get with you, okay? There ain't no questions over here. Cool. We good to go. All right, y'all. I have delivered. I have given you guys exactly what it needs, or exactly what you need for God to be able to do whatever he needs to do. With that being said, I love y'all and I will see you guys soon. I will do a part 2. I don't know if it'll be live or not, but just to bring clarity about some mentorships, how you can move with me moving forward, how you can work with me moving forward, all that good stuff. With that being said, I will see you guys on the next one.